What's going on, Master Duel fans? James here again. New selection pack is out over the course of the past week at the time that the new format has kicking in, basically a few days ago, but still at the time recording that this video is getting posted, but who knows about the time frame, timelines, and so on. But nevertheless, the selection pack was out, and I pretty much had to do a lot of investing on the rarity chips over the course of the past few days, especially with some of the leftover gems to do the debut buyout product. And apparently I am completely sold and extremely excited about this based off from what they did to the newest selection pack. It is White Forest as well as the Trickstar support, and I was basically over the moon because Trickstars, I have played the deck a long time ago in TCG land since Code of the Duelist introduced. And then White Forest, on the other hand, it's basically a girl deck, and female decks are my forte. So first things first, on behalf of what goes on for the support slash debut, we are going to start backwards with the Trickstar support, and then we will work our way up. And I already know for that fact for the Trickstar category is that I am currently missing Angel of Blue Tears, but we will work on that in the near future. So let's just get to the new support specifically for Trickstars. If I miss out any, comment below just in case. Trickstar Diffusion. Each effect once. Choose one of the two following effects. You either fusion Shokin a Trickstar fusion by banishing its materials from graveyard, so Miracle Fusion of Trickstars, or put up a link summon of a Trickstar Link, so World Legacy Awakens, but Trickstar Link monster. You can banish this, target one Trickstar monster in your graveyard. This turn, while that monster is face up, your opponent's monster can only target that monster for attack. So Magnite Crusadia Avramax of Trickstars. Trickstar Colchica. Link 1. Bottom middle arrow. One non-link Trickstar to make it as a light fairy. Well, that's how Trickstars are. Most are fairies, but Aqua Angel is a water and not a light. But we'll get to that in a bit. Colchica. Special summon once per turns. When a monster gets killed involving your Trickstar monster, while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this, then target that destroyed monster, burn your opponent equals to that monster's attack. Hard once on the effect. Trickstar Band Dramatis. 2 Trickstars to make her. Level 6 Light Fairy Fusion. 2000 attack, 1000 defense. Trickstar links that you control that point it is gain 1000 attack. Each of the following effects once. First chance she gets Fusion Shokin, add one Trickstar card from deck to hand with a different name from the cards you control and in your graveyard. And then if effect damage is inflicted outside of damage step, target one face-up monster anywhere on the field, change the attack to 0. Trickstar Aqua Angel. Water. Level 4. No stats. This card is always treated as a Marine Test card. And by the way, only crafted the one because each of the following effects once per duel aka one time only. But first, link monsters that point to this card cannot be killed by battle. Now, as for the following effects that are one time only, if you control a Trickstar or Marincess, free special from your hand or graveyard. If this card is sent to the graveyard just because of link material, look at all cards in your opponent's hand and all set cards they control. Okay, that's pretty much information status right there. Trickstar Hoodie. If you control a Trickstar fusion or link monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard just because of a material of a Trickstar link monster, add one Trickstar fusion or Trickstar diffusion from your deck to your hand. Each effect once. Crafted only one because each effect hard once a turn. And then for the related cards in terms of indirect support, Maiden of Blue Tears. If your opponent special summons a monsters, more than one, and you control a link monster outside of the damage step, target one of them, kill it, and if you do, burn your opponent damage equal to half its original attack. If effect damage is inflicted while it's in your graveyard outside of the damage step, you can banish this, target one normal spell of any kind in your graveyard or banishment, reset button it, but it cannot be triggered this turn. One effect per turn and only once that turn, so one effect or the other, can't do both. And then there's the Angel of Blue Tears. Once again, I don't have access to that card at the moment, but I'm pretty sure it'll come up real soon for me. Last but certainly not least, for the Trickstar department, Royal Rare Trickstar Noble Angel, courtesy of crafting this card when that selection pack has dropped. Wow. Bottom left, bottom right arrows of a Link 2 that takes two Trickstar monsters, just like the most of the core, 2000 attack as a Life Fairy. Two Trickstar monsters is what it takes to make her. First chance, she's Link Shoken. Add one Blue Tears card from deck to hand. If you have a fusion monster in your field or graveyard, you can target one Trickstar monster in your graveyard, special it out. Nice. If effect damage occurs outside of the damage step, you can target one face-up card anywhere on the field, kill it. And the fact that I happened to do some random crafting when the shop first appeared, it gave me one glossed out Aqua Angel and one Royal Rare Noble Angel. And you know me way too well, I played Trickstars in TCG land since Coda the Duelist. So as a result of what the SR/UR results are, based off from the support, one glossed out Aqua Angel and one Royal Noble Angel in terms of getting the glossed out / royal finishes, and then otherwise everything else is just absolutely basic for the SR/URs. And then the rares or lower, I could just literally make them glossed out or more so. Now, onwards to White Forest. You have 4 main deck monsters, 3 spells, 1 trap, along with the 3 synchros. All of which, when it comes to White Forest, most of them, if not all of them, okay, so most are spellcaster, but the level 8 synchro is an illusion. A Stellar, as well as LZ. Both level 2 light spellcasters, no stats. You can send 1 spell trap from your hand or field to the graveyard. They both share the same cost. A Stellar, special summon 1 light spellcaster tuner from your deck. And then for LZ, special summon this card from your hand, then add 1 White Forest monster from deck to hand that isn't LZ. For a Stellar, if a spell traps more than 1 is sent to your graveyard to activate a monster's effect, while this card is in your graveyard outside of the damage step, free special discard each effect of a Stellar once. LZ. During your opponent's turn, if a light spellcaster tuner is special to your field, while this card is in your graveyard outside of the damage step, you can add this card to your hand. Each effect of LZ once. And throughout the course of the crafting sessions of SR and or UR, 2 glossed out LZ, 1 woes, and then everything else is just literally normal of SR/URs. 1, no, not technically 1, but a play set, I should say. But the one beautiful artwork, and considered to be my favorite of all White Forest monsters, Sylvie, and yet they made her a UR for whatever the reason. And in TCG, she's a common. So let's see why they made her a UR in the first place. Level 4, 1500 attack, 200 defense. Upon no more special, add 1 White Forest spell trap from deck to hand, makes sense. And then Rusia, level 4, 800 attack, 1500 defense. If you control a White Forest monster, free special from hand, you can send 1 spell trap from your hand or field to the graveyard, draw 1, and then both Sylvie and Rusia share the exact same effect, which is if this card is in your graveyard as a quick effect, you can target 1 White Forest synchro monster you control or in your graveyard. The resolution is return it to the extra deck, and if you do, special themselves and the effects are negated. Each effect of either Sylvie as well as Rusia effects once. Tails, Beware, Scourge, and Woes, all of them are hard once per turn on each effects. Tails. If you control an illusion or spellcaster monster, add 1 White Forest monster from deck to hand. And then if this card is sent to the graveyard, to share the exact same effect of the White Forest spells and traps, in order for you to play the game with this deck, they are all about reset button themselves from the graveyard just because of a monster's effect. So Tails, once again, searches, but if you control an illusion or spellcaster. Beware. If you control a level 6 or higher illusion or spellcaster, target 1 card your opponent controls, kill it. Scourge, the quick play. should be one Synchro, then target one face-up card anywhere on the field, negate its effects until the end of this turn. Then, if you attributed a White Forest Synchro monster just to activate this, you can special one illusion monster from your graveyard. Woes. Special one White Forest monster from your hand or deck, then put up a Synchro summon of a White Forest Synchro monster. And as for the White Forest Synchro monsters, Silvera, Wolf Tamer, first of all, insane background for what they did to Sylvie, aka Silvera. Second of all, favorite White Forest Synchro. And then Ursula. And then Diabelle. Beautiful artworks in all of them. Generic 6 for Ursula and Silvera. And then generic 8 for Diabelle. Silvera, Ursula, both are level 6 light spellcaster synchro tuners. For Silvera, 1900 attack, 2400 defense, and then 2000 attack, 1500 defense. Hey, possess partnerships for Ursula and Rusia. For Silvera and Rusia, illusion and spellcaster synchros gain 500 attack. For Silvera, double piercing damage. And Ursula, illusion and spellcaster synchros you control cannot be killed by your opponent's card effects. Silvera, upon special summon, not just synchro summon, special summon, doesn't matter how she's special, change all face-up monsters your opponent controls to face-down defense. So, Book of Eclipse. Butt legs. Ursula. If this card is special summon, you can send one spell trap from hand or field to the graveyard, add one White Forest card, or light spellcaster in any shape or form from deck to hand. And the Book of Eclipse is not once a turn, while the Ursula's search is a hard once. Diabelle the Queen. Upon synchro summon, using a tuner synchro, target one spell trap of any kind in your graveyard, add it back to your hand. When your opponent activates a card or effect as a quick effect, you can send one spell trap from your hand or field to the graveyard, special 1 level 7 or lower, tuner synchro, from your extra deck, graveyard, or banishment. Each effect once. And with that being said, this has been James Polk on the discussion of Trickstar as well as White Forest. Got any favorites from the shop, or are you skipping it? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and if you haven't already, smash the notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated, and we'll catch you guys next time.